Hey everybody. Okay, I've had one ration on my list for as long as I can remember. The first one was an Australian combat ration one man. But to top off that list, I have always wanted to get a patrol ration one man made of their dehydrated rations. Because of two enterprising and awesome people, BlackdogBob and Ruleryak from MREInfo.com, they were able to do some horse trading and send me a PR1M as a surprise. However, when I opened that thing up, it was kind of really roached out. Not a whole lot survived inside. I'm pretty sure it didn't happen under Ruleryak's care because he's really good with this kind of stuff. I think it happened actually in shipping because that box was pretty mauled up. Now, in addition to that, my buddy Steve, 1989, he's made it a mission for himself to try to find one for me as well. I actually got this from him. He sent me a box full of all kinds of stuff. Man, thank you, brother. And I'm going to try out this ration with the chicken tetrazzini. Now, a problem I've had looking at this thing is I don't really know how much water to put in there. I was able to salvage the instruction sheet from the PR1M, but however, it doesn't tell me how much water. So I'm kind of hoping there's like a fill line or something on the inside. If not, we are just going to do it Kiwi style, and without abandon or caution, we're just going to fill this bag up and rehydrate it. Now, along with this, I figured it wouldn't be a meal if I didn't have a mug of tea, and I got a couple sugars along with it. And the only other things that I was able really to salvage out of that box, I've got some blackberry fruit spread, and what most of you want to see, I got some Vegemite. So we're gonna go make some toast. Oh, and I got I love these spoons, these ADF spoons. These are like field expedient tactical shovels, man. You could dig your foxhole with one of these things. They're awesome. Get some water and get this thing rehydrating. Oh, and I got some sweetened condensed milk. This is actually from a earlier ration that I just happened not to use. And this isn't the issued Fred, but at least I've got one. You might just hear the kettle. It's nice and scorching. We've got some boiling water just kicked off. So let's see if this has... I've got this kind of luck, man, constantly. We'll try from this side. Ah. Now that's interesting. Ah, that is why there's no fill line, or no fill line. What am I talking about? That is why there's no notification on the outside, because it's right here. Well, that is pretty snazzy. 350 milliliter of water to the water line. Well, now I know. Use a half a canteen cup of boiling water for 15 to 20 minutes. Stir gently every 5 minutes. If necessary, you can eat this cold. Let's take a look at that for a second. Pause it if you need to. I'm not going to use a standard measure. I'm not going to pull this stuff out either and crumble it up. I'm going to take some advice that I've learned over the years, and I'm simply just going to add the water. Oh, jeez. You can see this is bloody steaming. Add it to the fill line. All right, there we go. And like it says, crunch that down just a little bit. And there's a fold down line. I think I've got a leak somewhere in my bag. I do have a wee bit of a leak. So to contain that, we'll just stick it inside of here. And the whole time I was in, we always kept little binder clips. Yeah, sometimes we used them for our rations, but most of the time it was to hook our dirty, stank socks off the back of our rucksack so they would air out and dry while we were marching. Just to help pass the time, I'm going to have a small IPA from the great state of Oregon that another ration enthusiast sent along. I appreciate it. Alright, let's check this out. Give it a little stir like it says every 5 minutes or so.
Makes it nice doing it in this measure, so you can really get all in there. All up in there. Ah, I said that.
And while this is doing its thing, slide that over. So I get the tea steeping while I've got the water nice and hot. A bag within a bag. Guess they wanted to make sure that this was safe and secure. No complaining. What does that say? It's like a Bell brand tea. Anything on the inside? Nope. Nice and just recently boiled, steam coming off nicely. And we'll let this do its thing. Alright, getting down to the wire. This is actually a really good IPA. I guess if you're ever down at the Hopworks Urban Brewery and you're looking for a good IPA in Portland, Oregon, man, you might want to check them out. It's pretty decent stuff. As you can tell, I'm wolfing this one down. We'll let that just sit and settle. Another couple of seconds, and we'll plate that. Okay, no tray today, no great big huge production or anything else like that. Take this one last time, we'll stir it. One last go. Oh. Well, this is a testament in the durability of the bag. It all... bottom of the bag just came out. So it probably would be advised, if you were to get one of these, don't leave the water in there for 20 minutes. I guess 15 would have been more than adequate. This is going to be a challenge because the bottom of the bag is probably down at the bottom of the measure. Alright. Well, always a good time doing reviews with Gundog. Alright, now slowly we are going to go fishing and try to make sure that we don't get any... Oh, well, it looks like the bag just ripped right in half. I guess that was a success in itself, sort of. So this is what you would get with chicken tetrazzini with the Australian Defence Forces. Let me tell you what's inside of this. Now in here is, of course, noodles, chicken, cream, cheese, butter, mushrooms, thickeners, doesn't exactly say what it is, wheat flour, salt, milk powder, hydrolyzed vegetable protein, I don't know, guess that might be like TVP. It says flavor, herbs, spices, turmeric, vegetable oil, flavor enhancers, and water. Then the toast real quick. Nice little slather of butter. Might be a little too much, but just a nice little coat. And then on one side we'll do the blackberry fruit spread. It's pretty neat. They're sealed. They have a little point on the other side to pierce them. I'm not going to be this judicious with the Vegemite. However, ever since I did that first review of that New Zealand or NZ ORP, this stuff has actually grown on me, and I have been informed thusly of the differences of Vegemite and Marmite. And you don't need a huge amount of either. Just a nice thin coating. For those of you that have never had Vegemite or Marmite, it's literally a yeast extract. And it reminds me a lot of like a beer. Let's get that tea made up and let's start chowing down. Okay, with this one I'm using the whole shebang. I'm going to take out the bag. Let me squeeze the bag first. Here we go. Over to the side. Add my milk first. Get it sealed. Interesting sounds. And a little bit of sugar. Which one opened? There we go. And we'll give this a stir. Now it's important to note that this ration comes with salt and pepper and chili sauce and other things to spice this up. I just don't have access to that because that was some of the casualty. So here we go to the chicken tetrazzini. All of the noodles are nice and soft. You can taste the little bits of like stringy bits of chicken. You can actually taste the mushroom and the cream in here as well. Overall, it's not too bad. It would enhance it slightly with a little bit of salt and perhaps a small sauce. But this stuff always helps it out, like with texture. So this is the Vegemite in toast with a little small slathering of butter. And once you learn the right proportions of Vegemite to butter to toast or biscuit or whatever that you're going to use, it becomes quite tasteful and enjoyable. Now the toast with what is it? The blackberry jam. It's really sweet. Definitely would wake you up. I do like that. And then the tea. Tea is kind of an enigma because not everybody in New Zealand and in Australia and in the UK or the other tea drinking nations, not everyone likes tea. So I've never really cared for generalizations saying that all this people of this country don't know how to do barbecue or all this people of this country don't know how to drink tea. Well, you know, it is kind of what it is, you know. Some people just don't like stuff. And my favorite. Always nice to wet that whistle. Tea is really nice. The condensed milk really adds a lot of flavor. I mean, we did put like 5 grams of sugar in there. What exactly? Oh, yeah, 7 grams of sugar. Take another bite and we'll try it with our toast for that texture dimension. that's good because the noodles are really soft, and you know, you get all that cream and all the soupy, stewy bits. And you get a little bit of chew back from the chicken, but adding this toast in here, it's not exactly warm anymore, but it's nice and crunchy. It just gives you that extra texture, that extra bite to pull it all together. Well, everybody, this was what I did with the thing. A PR1M main meal chicken tetrazzini sent to me by none other than MREInfo's Steve 1989. Hope you all enjoyed this. I know I did. Ecstatic. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.